Hi guys, this is Dean DaCosta, and today I have a tool to show you. Tool's called Datanyze. Some of you may have heard it's been written about a little bit, but what I'm going to show you is some stuff that's brand spanking new and has elevated this tool to a must-have. So Datanyze has a Chrome extension which sits right up here. In this case, we're going to push it. We're on LinkedIn. It's telling us about LinkedIn. It's telling us its Alexa ranking. It's telling us employees, telling us its revenue, showing social sites it's on, showing all this cute little information about the technologies it uses. Great tool. It's also going ahead, allows you to work with Salesforce, integrate this stuff to Salesforce, and does so much more. Now, I just did a search in LinkedIn. Now, what I'm about to show you will work in other places. It'll work in Facebook, it'll work in Stack Overflow, GitHub, and pretty much almost anywhere. So I did a search, Java developer Google. Got 737 people. First page, 10 people. This little side thing here, which by the way you can move, but I'm not, has now grabbed the first 10 people. Great. So I'm going to check them, and I'm going to add them to my list. They're added. Good to go. Love it. Now we're going to push the little handy A button. We're going to get to Datanyze. Now, we are in Datanyze, and what I'm going to go ahead and do is go to my account. Now, we went through the Datanyze, through the main thing. That's great. I'm already signed up. Good to go. And we're going to go to prospects. We want the prospects list. We're going to go ahead and press the button. We're going to go ahead and give it a second to get there, and you're going to see a folder, in this case test. I made it simple, just named it test, wanted to keep it easy and simple, didn't want to get too involved. And you notice all 10 people are here. You notice all this little information that comes from their LinkedIn profile, social profiles where they have any kind of info from. In this case, it's all mainly LinkedIn, the ability to export to Salesforce, you don't have to. And email addresses based on the fact that a lot of them are Google. Now, this is the email addresses that they think, mainly work emails. If you were to put here and to view combinations, you'll notice all the different combinations it went through to try to find the one that seemed to work the best. In this case, they're saying S. Kumar is 99% confident. By the way, that is his work email for those of you that would like to talk to him. And here's their confidence factor. It doesn't work with all of them. It only works with a few, but S. Kumar lets you know it's first initial, last name, and you could guess the rest pretty easily. If they don't have it here, that means they just didn't find one that they felt good. In this case, Santa C is all they have on the person, so obviously it's hard to find an email address. Some of these other, it may be that there are other people with the same name there. It's a little tricky. So now the good part, okay, great, you have it, but you don't use Salesforce. What do? Well, you check this box, you get them all, and you export to a CSV. Now, what's it doing? It's exporting it to a CSV, an Excel spreadsheet, and here you go. First name, last name, their title, the email address that they found, if they found one, their score on it, Twitter, if there was a Twitter page, it would be there. Their LinkedIn profile, great. If there's a Google Plus, it would be there. Alexa ranking there. Phone number, which is usually the generic phone number for the company, Google, employee, revenue. I mean, so much information here that there's more information here than I even know what the deck to do with. Easy to upgrade and update into your CRM or ATS if you're not losing Salesforce. Just great, great, great information. Great, great, great tool. Great stuff. Now, you got all this, but there's more. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and do something here. We're going to go over here. We're going to go to Google, and we're just going to go ahead and make this easy peasy and not try to do too much. We're going to look up resume. We're going to look up Java developer. I'm going to do file type command so I don't get a whole lot of junk. For those of you that aren't familiar, it's a good command. Gets rid of a lot of junk. You know, these are all CSVs or resume or whatever. Great. So we're going to go into this one right here. It's from an UMD or whatever. And this is great. Now what we're going to do as soon as it's done is we're going to highlight this particular name. We're going to right click and Datanyze Insider. And look what we get. We get a handy dandy little field that allows us to put Kevin Conroy. Now we know he's working there. We could put that here. Now I can't see the company and nor do I'm familiar enough with this, so I'm going to go back to say google.com just because I want to do it. And it's going to go out and try to figure out what the obvious email is. Now it's saying it's 40% confident. That means it's not sure. Now it's 95% confident. So if he worked at Google, they are saying that this is more than likely his email address. Great. You can add him to your push information to Datanyze, so we'll push it right to Datanyze, so you'll have it. This will allow you to look him up on LinkedIn. We're not going to do either. We do know down here he worked at Accenture, so we're going to do the same thing again, and we're going to Datanyze Insider. Only difference is we're going to put Accenture.com. We know he worked there, and we're going to see what it spits out. Let's see. Based on the extension naming convention, right now they're 40%, 46. That is the right thing. Kevin at Accenture, 46%, not going any higher, not going any higher. So that means ain't not too confident if it's only 46%. But the point is, you've got that capability. Now, of course, to find that information. Now, of course, the email address is right there. It doesn't really matter. My point being is yet another thing that it can do. Now, let's say you're sitting there wondering, well, really, did he work on SOA at Accenture? So what you can do now is you can update Accenture. You can go ahead, right click. You can go ahead and go to here. It went on on the to their website there. But so what you do is you can go ahead and Datanyze this. We'll do that. We're going to go here and we're going to actually look for Accenture in LinkedIn, which is what it's going to do. Of course, you got to wait a minute, and the internet's slow, and everything. Didn't find it. No big deal. That's probably the way I looked it up. So we're going to go look it up again here. We're going to put in Accenture. We're going to go here, and it is going to find us the Accenture website. Now, why is this important? You're probably wondering. It's actually found us people as well, but we're going to go to Accenture itself as soon as this thing gets done with all the information. You notice to download the whole list of these first set of people, which is really cool as well. And I guess we're going to have to open up this profile to get into it so we can get down here to get to Accenture. Now, I have a reason for doing this. Remember earlier I showed you that with Google, it mentioned the technologies they use. Well, the point is, if you're not sure if you can believe what somebody is saying, it will do the same thing. If you get to the Accenture website, which is where we're trying to get to here, and we're about to get there, I know I could have done it the easy way. I was trying to do it this way, but unfortunately, you know, plans and LinkedIn making a lot of changes didn't work the way I wanted it to. But we're about to get to LinkedIn, Accenture, to redirecting out of LinkedIn to the Accenture website, which is fantastic. And we're on the Accenture website, and now we're going to go to Datanyze and see what's going on here. Well, look at all the stuff that Accenture's doing and all these technologies it works with. Now, nothing here says SOA. But you do see Apache a lot. And you know what? Apache is something that tends to go with SOA. So the odds are pretty good they probably do. Now I know Accenture very well. I know they're a consulting company. I do know SOA is something they use. So to me, it wouldn't have been a big deal. But in this case, you make a pretty good estimation. They're using Apache. If they're using Apache, they're using SOA, and like I said, I also know this. But it's a good way to quickly and easily validate that someone's actually telling you the truth. Now, the global giving is many features is where this person's currently working. I wasn't going to try to look that up because that would have been a pain because it's a smaller company and I didn't want to waste a lot of time. But my point is this tool has so much capabilities, and soon they're going to be adding more. Soon they're going to be adding to that when you are on LinkedIn, you pull the list. Not only is it going to go ahead and try to find the work email, but if there's an email in their profile, it'll pull that for you. It's going to get there so that it has that capability as well. So this tool is going to have so much it can do for you. Now, it does come with, it automatically comes with a certain number of credits. You need credits to look up email stuff. It comes with 10 to 20 credits free that gets put back in every month, and you can buy more. And so that's just some of the things that it can do. It's got alert capabilities so that you could put in alerts. Sorry, this feature is not available for my account, but if you pay for it, you can get alerts, which alerts will let you know when there's updates information you're keeping an eye on. Targeting is when you want to target certain things, certain information, combinations of things. You want expert lists. It's just so much capability that allows you to do. And then the domain thing, it just lets you know different domains and technologies involved. It gives you a bigger list than what this does. So right now we're on Datanyze, and here's some of the technologies, but you'll notice there's even more listing there of even more technologies. So let's say, for an example, you are on LinkedIn and you want to know what else they do besides that. Here you go. There's a lot more information. You can see all the technologies, obviously not a full list. You can see all industries that they might touch. Match. This is actually a way for you to even look up actual domains and actual industries without having to be on their website. So say you want to do a little research up front and find out, let's see, counting. Let's go in there, open it up, and look at all the different types of companies that have accounting-orientated connections. And some of them make sense. KPMG, well, of course, that's accounting. That makes sense. Gmail, of course, would have accounting. Box.net, so some of these are more about having accounting functions than anything. But the point still is you have all those capabilities, and you can do the research, find the information. It just gives you the ability to research companies, research candidates, download candidates, find contact information, scrape information. So much and there's more coming. And like I said, it's got a free capability, it's got a paid capability, and it does it all. And just a great tool. And that's Datanyze, and I'm Dean DaCosta.